Leadership, it's not about me fulfilling the vision and after me the vision dies. Leadership, it's not about me today and when me passes, then there is nothing else. Leadership to me is something that needs to be transmitted from one generation to another generation. We see it in America or in the developed world, as they call them. How come that we have churches that have gone from generation to generations, the same name, the same vision, the same principles, and there've been no problem? How come that in Africa we cannot do that? How come that in Africa when we start a church, it dies with the visionary? Why? It's because of wrong leadership concept. Because we lead actually pushing and putting everything on us, and us being the vision, us being the future of the vision. You cannot carry on investing in yourself without investing in your followers, because the concept is for a good leader to say that they have achieved good leadership, they have to raise leaders, not followers. Now, we like followers because followers are weak. Followers are yes sir people. Followers are people that won't challenge you. Followers are people that, when you tell them jump, they do not ask, why, they say how high. Those are the followers. But we need to have leaders behind us, because when they grow, they force you to grow as a leader. And that's why leadership is good. Because we shouldn't be scared to see our followers becoming leaders. The more leaders you train, the better you are as a leader. So don't be scared. And you also that call yourself a follower today, don't be scared to shine, to become a leader also tomorrow. That's why we believe that we need to train leaders. We need to raise leaders at every level in our communities, in our nations, in our families. Even our children need to be trained as leaders, not as followers. And I think that's where our parents went wrong somewhere and somehow. I've got this sister. Well, she's from a very good family. Very good. And I told her the other day, you know what? You were trained to be a good lady, but never trained to be a good wife. And she was, how can you say that? So yeah, you see, that's why the problem is. Us as parents, we have to shoot these kids. And the Bible says that we are actually the parent. We take out the arrows as one child. You direct which way you want to shoot that child. So I am actually responsible for the future and the destiny of my children. So if I do not raise them as leaders, they will die as followers. But I need to train them as leaders from the age where they're still small. You know the Jewish people? Have you ever spoken to one of the young, Jewish kids? I'm telling you, when you talk to those little boys or girls, as little as they are, they believe in things that you do not have any idea. One of them told me that this earth belongs to my God. I said, okay, wait. Which earth are you talking about? Sure, it was this short. Which earth? He said, no. This earth belongs to my God. My God gave it to me. At age 8 or 9 or 10, somewhere there. And that small boy will grow one day to become the owner of a Pick n Pay. And then we're going to complain. Isn't it? But this boy is growing knowing that these things belong to my father. And this boy knows also the content, the power of a covenant, which we do not actually teach to our kids. We teach them to sing, isn't it? In Sunday schools. All right, but Paul is saying, Timothy, listen to me here. The instructions that you have heard from me, the training that you have got from me, I want you to entrust it into other people. Let's make this thing a thing that goes from one generation to another generation. Let's make this leadership thing something that will grow from me to my children, from their children to their other children. So that one day, Africa could become the place that God wanted it to be. Africa will never rise and shine, as we like to sing it, if we do not raise leaders, good leaders, effective leaders, leaders that can challenge the things, and leaders that won't be scared to give away their lives for a vision. Leadership is an ability. So it can be learned, developed, perfected, and achieved, just like any set of leadership, of skills, I mean. Now, why am I saying this? Because we have this concept with the way people say that leaders are born, they are not made. Do you believe in that? You have to be born a leader for you to be a leader. Otherwise, you will never become a leader. And this is something that some clever people put in our minds. And now, the big question is, how do you know that you are a born leader? They don't tell you that, do they? No, of course not. Why? Because they want you to remain a follower. And so they believe that they are born leaders, and then what are you going to believe? You believe that you are a born follower. And this is a good concept, a modern concept of slavery. It's actually to say, you know what? You are born to be under me. You are born to follow me. You are born to be smaller than me. You are born to be just less powerful than me. That's how it is. And then we believed in that. Why? Because we read books, and books are good. We read books where we say that leaders are born. And how do I know? Nobody tells me. No, you feel it. I'm here to challenge you. And maybe challenge some few books that you read. Because I don't believe that every information that we need is found in the books. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that everything that somebody says somewhere, being a philosopher or a psychologist, or they call them what? The gurus. Or being gurus must be actually just taken without thinking about it. We have to start challenging things. Why are you saying that? Why can't I be also a leader? No, you're supposed to be born a leader. Well, I was then born a leader. Challenge that. If I come to you now and I tell you that I am born a leader, how would you dispute that? How would you prove me wrong? Will you? You can't. Because I believe so. I believe I was born a leader. So you prove me wrong. The same as when somebody says you were not born a leader, say, well, prove that. Unfortunately, in Africa, because of the past, because of the background, because of the political issues and all those things, we were trained not to ask questions. We were trained to say, yes, sir. You are born to be a slave, yes, sir. You're going to die a slave, yes, sir. You are going nowhere, yes, sir. Well, I refuse it. And I think that our generation is actually a generation that can make a difference. Our generation can do that. Our parents maybe could not do it, and we are not going to blame them. But this is our time where we can stand now and pull up also books. We can also write our own books instead of waiting for them to write their books and prove us something that we do not believe in. All right, I'm not being racist, eh? But leadership is an ability, so you can develop it. You can learn. You can become a leader. You do not have to cry, on the first day when you come out and cry, leader! No, you don't. Because you will never cry like that. So every baby cries almost the same way. So how do I know that this one is a leader, this one is not? It's about your mindset. Who do you want to become in your life? You want to stay a follower or you want to become a leader? That's up to you, really. Unfortunately, nobody can choose for you. Am I right?